Welcome back, folks, to another edition of Formula 1 2006 Championship Edition. I'm SamuraiT-X, and in this video we are going to go for a Grand Prix weekend in the United States Grand Prix, the old Indianapolis Motor Speedway, aka the Brickyard. It's been 10 years since I last raced on this track, and why not do it now? And I'm very excited to do it, considering that there is a Grand Prix weekend happening very soon, the qualifying happening in a few hours' time. So without further ado, let's go to the Grand Prix weekend, and we're going to check, we're going to go to Indianapolis, of course. We're going to check the difficulty. Everything's the same. We're going to keep it on medium because I'm just an average driver in this game, and we're going to keep it 20% and keep everything on, from rolling starts to parade laps and whatnot. And our driver, we're just going to stick with being Jenson Button. Just give him a better challenge this time, because we only did a quick race with Jenson Button in Malaysia last time out. Now we're going to actually be Jenson Button in the United States Grand Prix. Loading. Become a Formula 1 driver and live the dream with career mode. Might do that actually. Depends on the situation. If you guys want it, then I'll do it. But for now we're just going to stick to quick racing for me to adjust to this game, because this game is really hard to adjust to. Because this game can be sensitive to turnings and whatnot, and touching curbs, so yeah, we've got to get used to it. So, we're just going to jump straight ahead. We're going to skip the practice sessions and whatnot, because I don't do those. And we're just going to go straight to qualifying, so I'm going to leave you guys with the voice of James Allen. Enjoy.
Welcome to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway in the United States of America. The scene of much controversy in 2005, but today we're assured of a fantastic qualifying session. Session 1, the first knockout session, is about to begin. First out onto the track today is Takuma Sato.
Thank you, James. That is Takuma Sato of the Super Aguri that is out. And with the cars barely out, we're going to do our lap. So here we go. We're on board with Jenson Button as we're going down the straight. Takuma Sato's lap is a 1:15.8. That should be really easy to beat, considering Super Aguri is the slowest car on the grid. We take a gentle caution approach in the first two turns as we head down to turn 4 now. Of course, we're kissing the curb rather often. We always do with my driving style. We always kiss the curbs. But it's been a while since I last raced on this track. You might see me go off. There you go. I was about to say, you might see me go off once or twice. But yeah, that's the first mistake to make. But our lap's still looking good so far anyway. Easily to beat a 1:15 anyway. Should really put us at the back of the grid. So we brake again. Yeah, we're taking a slow approach. I'm getting used to the track. I'm using this like it's a practice session. To be honest, I'm not nervous that I won't make the qualifying session. I'm confident that I will. It won't be the fastest lap of the session, because I did make a few mistakes here and there, and I did go a bit slow in one corner, but should be good enough to beat Takuma Sato for me anyway. Plus, I'm about to start-finish straight with the time going in my favour, and we've eliminated Takuma Sato's time by 2 seconds. So we easily knocked him off top spot. And Montoya's come out the pit lane, and he's decided that it was time for him to interfere in my lap. Blue flag! Blue flag! Come on, man. And look, he's still battling with me like it's an actual race. And then he's made me spin, so that's just made me so angry. What is he doing? He just come out the pit lane, and he just decided to have a race with me. Why? You're not even on a hot lap. Well, we are 9th, and we're just going to leave it to James Allen now.
We'll continue in a few moments with the second knockout session, where we'll decide grid positions 16 to 11.
Jack Villeneuve is eliminated. Oh, wow.
The second knockout session is about to begin. Here we determine grid positions 16 to 11, having already settled positions 22 to 17 in session 1. After this session, we'll be down to 10 for the final showdown. First out in session 2 is Christian Albers.
Christian Albers made it into session 2? What? Oh my god, at Jack Villeneuve's expense. Oh wow. Anyway, Cleon's the fastest with a 1:14.8. This should be easy to beat, considering we did do a 1:13 in our first session. Well, we did get the 9th fastest lap, and 9th was good enough. We've already made a mistake heading into turn 2 and 3. That is terrible. See, that's how you can tell I'm very rusty at this track. I'm just making clumsy mistakes. But hopefully this is good enough for me to qualify. But Sector 1 doesn't look... Our Sector 1 time didn't look too bad. It's normally our Sector 2 and sometimes Sector 3, but mostly Sector 2 that's the weakest time out of the lot with me in this track. And I say the second sector because I am sometimes 2 tenths slower than the AI when it comes to doing a lap in the second sector, which is kind of upsetting, to be honest. But we've made yet another mistake by running a bit wide with our front left tyre being off the track. That is probably going to make us lose some time. Will it be faster than the first qualifying lap of 1:13.9? It looks like it will be, and it is by 4 tenths. And of course James Allen says that we can improve on that time. Of course we can, to be honest with you. It's a bit disappointing, to be honest, that my lap time is very poor, if I'm honest with you. So we're going to go again, see if we can actually go faster. And we're just pushing so much that we nearly ran wide twice, and we are 1.2 seconds faster than the first sector. So far so good. We might break into the 112s, it looks like, if we don't make any sort of mistake. But likely we will, and yes we did. We get wheel spin off the we did get wheel spin there and went off the track, so that's just lost us 1 second. I'm pretty sure it did. Yes, it did. So for us to be faster now, we're just going to have to make it up in the third sector, which is turns 12 and 13. Weber's time is pretty slow, for 1:15.081. And what time is this? Does this improve our time? Let's see. It does by 1.1 tenth. That's good enough for 9th place. My God. And we're 1 tenth off Giancarlo Fisichella. We're just going to end the session and let James Allen do the rest of the talking, because we are 7 tenths faster than DC.
We'll continue with session 3 of qualifying in a few moments.
Well, yeah, that's the regular grid eliminations. Shout out to Clean for 12th place, by the way.
With session 2 completed, the number of drivers is now down to 10. This session will determine the order for those final 10 cars. All previous times become irrelevant again, and now it's every man for himself to try and gain that coveted pole position.
Who's coming out first? I'm wondering.
First out for the shootout session is Fernando Alonso. Remember, the drivers have to choose their race strategy before this session, so previous times and performances in the other 2 sessions are negated.
Thank you, James. So yes, this is the time where we put in our race fuel for our qualifying lap, so we will be slower than usual. Though, to be honest, I've been slow for quite some time anyway, so I don't think me having the race fuel actually will make me faster. But let's go. We're going to do a one-stop strategy for the entire race. So Alonso is the early pace setter with a 1:13.6. So can we beat that? As this is our first lap around, and we've already outbroke ourselves and made a mistake. So I guess this lap isn't really going to count as my banker lap. And we're going to cut out some fuel in this lap. So yeah, we're going to be a bit slower than usual because yeah, qualifying fuel and race fuel is put into one session. And now the tyres are hot, so for me this first lap isn't really my banker lap because my tyres were cold. So now all 4 of my tyres are actually hot. I can actually do a lap in the next lap, hopefully. And we've made mistakes, constant mistakes, off again and again. And again, so this is definitely not really a banker lap, if you ask it that. If you ask me that, that is definitely not what you call a banker lap. By a banker lap, I mean my best lap. So we're going to turns 12 and 13. Sorry about the mess up in commentary. I'm pretty excited if you can't tell. And Jenson Button isn't going to be the fastest man because he's made lots of mistakes in that lap. And it's a 1:14.6, well off the pace.
He won't be totally dissatisfied with that lap time, but both he and the team will know they can do better.
Yes, James Allen, you're right. We can do better. Fernando Alonso is completely is 1 second faster than Jenson Button right now, and I'm pretty sure he will improve that time because of the fact that this is qualifying 3, and slowly each time Jenson Button and Fernando Alonso will mostly improve his lap time, which is pretty good. And let's see, 1:13.6 is to beat. Going around turn 9 and 10, as Jenson Button is currently. That's the second fast, and he's gone wide again. And Alonso does improve by 4/10 of a second, which is 1:13.222. And looks like we're going to improve just about, I guess. But we did run wide, which is pretty bad. But hopefully we can actually do another lap. We did a 1:13.6, which is okay. It's not fast. It's not faster than Fernando Alonso, but it's got a second place, which is good. And now we're going rounds 1, 2, and 3 very easily. Improvements, because as we didn't run wide, which is very good. We should be able to get another bit of temps gained there. Instead, we're almost a temp slower than our first sector, which is not good. It's good, but not good. Because I want to be fast, you know. I actually want to be faster in this session. I'm trying to go for a pole position or go under the 1:13s, try and improve my sector times, because I'm not really too pleased with the way I'm driving. I know it's got qualifying fuel and whatnot in it, but that's not good. That's not really a good excuse. But we have made a 10th in the second sector of all sectors, so hopefully we can make another few temps in the final sector. So here we go. We've gone past turns 12, and now we've entered the final turn of the race, and now we're going to the final start-finish straight. This should be a very good lap by Jenson Button. Is it good enough for pole position? It is! 1:12.923. Amazing lap. So it seems he's gained a lot of time through sectors 2 and 3. Sector 2 was definitely a winning time there from JB. And, well, he's 1/10 slow this time, but that doesn't really matter. He can still make it up. Oh, he's made a spin. Oh, dear. He was probably too overzealous kissing that curb, and he's gone wide. It's a 1:12.9, and he's the only driver in the 1:12s right now. Skipped the time, and nobody's really gone past the 1:12s. Is Fernando Alonso not going to improve here? So we made a lot of time in sectors 1 and 3 on Fernando Alonso, but sector 2 he's faster than us. That time in sector 1 was definitely the most vital, as he's 3/10 faster than Fernando Alonso. We're going to end the session to see if this is enough to get pole position.
So there we have it. From 10th to pole, the grid order looks like this. It's been an exciting and busy hour of qualifying with some interesting results. We've enjoyed it, and we look forward to seeing you for tomorrow's race.
Thank you, James. And yes, it was good enough for Jenson Button in the end to get pole position. Fernando Alonso 2nd, Giancarlo Fisichella 3rd, Kimi Räikkönen 4th, Felipe Massa 5th, Michael Schumacher 6th, Montoya 7th, Ralf Schumacher 8th, Jenson Button's teammate Rubens Barrichello in 9th, and Red Bull's David Coulthard in 10th place. That's your top 10. And, wow, the fastest lap of qualifying overall was set by Felipe Massa. And second was Michael Schumacher. Third was Montoya with Ralf Schumacher 4th. Tied for 5th is the Renaults. And then there ain't no 6th because Kimi Räikkönen and Jenson Button did at the same time. And then Barrichello gets 9th fastest. Coulthard's the 11th. So I'm guessing Nick Heidfeld got faster time than him, if I'm honest with you. So it was Nick Heidfeld that got the 10th fastest time. Christian Klein, shout out for him, who got 12th. Trulli 13th must be disappointed, and the two Williams would be too. And then Albers should be proud of himself with 16th, and Jack Villeneuve will be very disappointed to get 19th on the grid. Right, so my predictions for the Grand Prix this weekend, the qualifying this weekend, it's going to be a pole shootout between Mercedes, revitalized Red Bull, and Ferrari. Hopefully Ferrari can get rid of their problems, because the last few races have just undermined the amazing season they've had, and now everyone's going to judge them on their second half of the season now, because it's just been a collapse. But hopefully the championship won't be sealed this week, and hopefully it will go down to the wire, and hopefully Vettel does do well. But I'm not too confident as a Ferrari fan because the reliability has been so poor. But we shall see. We shall see. Anything can happen in Formula 1 because this sport is unpredictable. Anyway, I'm going to sign off for this video because tomorrow is the race on both fronts. So this is SamuraiT-X signing out. Until then, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next race, which is tomorrow. Take care, everybody.